Hey y'all, it is Destria on Class bringing you the next war recap. And as you can see, this one we just fell short on taking this one. It ended up being pretty close there at the end. They were a level 4 clan, however, it was a bit of a mismatch. What we tried to do is we tried to do a 50 versus 50. Which we don't normally do, so I bet there weren't many clans to choose from, so this is probably the closest one of a match that we got. So it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about a mismatch because we should have won this one. Just going to show you some quick recaps. If you're not familiar with the way my recaps go, I'm going to show you some Town Hall 10s. If there's any good ones, some Town Hall 9s, and then some Town Hall 8s. So if you're looking for some 8s, just go ahead and skip forward. This one is actually my dragon attack. There's actually, I've got a specific video on this on another video, so if you want to do that. But anyway, send the Royals to take out one of the air defense, then send in the dragons. And as you can see, dragons, ladies and gentlemen, are back. 4 rage right to the town hall, and part of my plan was to hit that air blower, but when those Teslas popped up, I kind of reacted and hit the Teslas instead. Either way, I ended up getting an easy 50%. And this isn't no joke. It's not completely maxed out, however, it's pretty close. So I mean, when you're talking at least anti-air, there's not much. Some more archer towers, and I think this dude's maxed out for air. So that's the first one. I also did another one, but again, you can check out that video if you need to. This shows both dragon attacks. This one here is Big Steve coming in. He's going to do the triple golem. Look at this funnel. So he's very, very patient. Drops in his golems, then he throws in his wizards. Now, I would prefer him to be a lot more careful with his wall breakers because he just lost them all. It's just fed them all to the mortar. And then also those wizards on the sides. Now, you kind of have to sacrifice them to get a proper funnel, and that's exactly what he did. So he sacrifices those wizards, kick them to the middle. The queen decides to go with the archers. However, if you look there in the center, he's got a couple P.E.K.K.A.s, his king, and some golems. Makes for a very easy, a really good funnel right to the center. Takes that one down. All right, moving down here. Now this is a Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10. We've got some really open layout here. Again, we're optimizing our attacks. Neverwinter does a great job. As a Town Hall 9 attacking a Town Hall 10, you always want a minimum of 3 golems. However, these guys bunched up right away, but luckily he had a plethora of witches. This wasn't a hocus pocus attack, however, it's pretty close. And then he's got some massive heroes that can really get the job done. As you can see, there's push through that open layout. And once it's open, I mean, everybody's facing the majority of the DPS of this base right now. So luckily he's got a group on the bottom who's getting some cleanup trash for free, particularly with those witches, just replenishing the army at the bottom. And then his royals and golems and a few wizards are taking out that middle so he can knock out the town hall. The queen snipes it right here. And there, boom, is your 2-star, which is exactly what you need. He tries to rage through a lot of the DPS on top, but it's a little bit too much. And he loses all those troops up top. Alright, moving on to the next base. Is another Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10. As you can see, these guys had 13 Town Hall 10s. We had 7. So the attacks we had, or sparingly, we had to use a lot of people attacking up, and we had to just attack wisely. Again, we came 3 stars short. They weren't really a great clan, They just overpowered us. We didn't have enough to match him. But anyway, this is Max. He goes in there, does a kind of a double pull here. He's just taking out some garbage here that's going to help the rest of his attack and his funnel. So he does that, and then he comes in with his golems, a nice big spread on his wizards here, because he needs to get that 50%, and he also needs to funnel. So throws down that loon, trying to get in there for an extra star, kind of wastes that opportunity. And then he's got some giants, and then in come his royals. Again, his royals aren't maxed, however they are pretty decent. He's got some Volks in there. He's got a nice jump spell. Everything funnels to the center, knocks out that clan castle dragon. And of course the king always wants to take the single fire inferno. Seems like the king always rushes to the front, and then the single tower inferno locks onto him. But anyway, he gets that town hall down, and actually pretty much clears out majority of the center here, and the queen just snipes around the outside. Boom, getting the 50%, which is awesome for a Town Hall 9 versus a Town Hall 10. So again, not quite a maxed out Town Hall 10 by any means. However, they've got decent walls and Inferno towers. So either way, it's pretty good. As you can see, we didn't really help ourselves there. We had a lot of open stars left, which is unusual for us. But these guys had some really good bases all the way down. So in our defense, I think we really did a great job at it. This is Max, his second attack. His first attack was against that Town Hall 10. And now he does throws in some loons for the pull, and also does some massive damage, already at 7%. And now he's just going to take out that dragon here at the clan castle. This was one of the last attacks of the war. We're just trying to get those last few stars to get ahead. So you see, he takes out that he's working on this one whole side here. Nice spread. Make sure he's popping any bombs that might possibly be there, so we can send in his hogs. And here comes the hogs. A nice heal, large coverage there along the top side. As you can see, there's no place really for any double bombs, particularly if we know we've got some already popped at the bottom. And he's super patient here. Then he drops down that last heal. So again, he's got some very good coverage. I'd probably say he needs to be over to the left just a little bit to encompass those wizard towers, just to maximize the effect. But boom, heal is now gone, and the king's beating on him. But those hogs are pretty testy. They knock out that last air defense, and luckily the aggro from the king goes onto the golem, and that hog finishes up, and he's got scraps left over. So he's got to knock out the rest of this base with what he has, but luckily it is enough. As we speed this up a little bit, and boom, there's the clear. And those are the types of attack that make a difference. Those are the types of attacks. I mean, if you look at that base, that was what, number 24? That base was 24. So again, this clan was pretty deep. They weren't, if you look at our side, they weren't very good. They actually had like 4 people not even attack. Some of them were at the bottom, but even so, I mean, they pretty much did a mirror strategy, which is the worst possible strategy you can use in a war. And however, in their situation, it wasn't really bad, because every mirror for them was pretty big. So not only did they have 13 Town Hall 10s, they only had 8 Town Hall 8s, and we had 18. So those are really, really easy attacks for them. Their Town Hall 9s matched up 10 more times on our Town Hall 8s. So just to give you an idea. This is Tap coming in. Pretty much the same strategy. If you guys aren't using Hogo Wee, this is it. This is literally probably the best strategy. I mean, the key with this strategy is that you find the double giant bombs, if there are any. Pop any bombs at all, if possible, and you occupy at least the queen, if not both royals. Like you see that his king is dead from the Go Wee Wee attack. So all he's got left right now is a cannon, which his last hog dies. However, he's got some witches there. Speed this thing up. That one last cannon isn't enough, and taps this base out. So Fat Black Chunt gets taken down by TK. So that name probably should be reported, but whatever. If you're into the Fat Black Chunt, then that's where you go. Alright, this is Haas versus a version of Chief Pat. Again, dude doesn't have the greatest walls in the world, but Haas is a hogger, so he's gonna take this thing out with some hogs as he takes out the dragon there. Now this attack is pretty next level. I know it's against a weaker base, and Haas is a pretty skilled attacker. I just want you to see what he does here. So he's got his 2 golems and his royals pushing up through straight from the south. And check out that haste spell right there. Alright, as you see, he still has 2 poison spells left and 2 heals. So he's going to scatter some hogs out. It'll do a little bit of surgical, dropping down the giant first just to take some initial hits. And right there, sorry about that, as you see, he's got 1 poison down to get rid of some skellies up top, and the second poison to clear out those skeletons on the bottom side. And then he drops down his heals, make sure his golems are fully at full health to crush the rest of this base. And look at that, no giants or no skeletons are chasing them, so it's actually even more effective than bombs. So key, I think, would be to save that poison spell for those the skeleton traps. Just wipe those things out so you don't have them chasing you, and then you'll have more hogs for the end to clean up. So how many hog attacks do you know finish up all the defenses, but there's not enough time left because there's not enough hog left to finish up that raid? So if you've got 10 hogs left and just trash to clean up, it should go pretty fast, 10 or more. This is SOD. This is a straight hog versus a Town Hall 8. So again, Town Hall 8's coming in through here. And just pulling that clan castle. And a lot of people go into the dragons and the clan castles just because poison can't get rid of it. That's fine. You should be pulling the clan castle anyway. The dragons should not be ruining your raid. You should pretty much expect to have a heavy in there, either a dragon or maybe a lava hound. But these should start being common for you. So you got the double heals there, and then look at this last heal placement. Right there, right where the last of the DPS or the defense is, and he finishes on top of the king, knocking the king out once everything else is cleaned up. And they were pretty much at full health. Gets hit with a bomb, so everyone's probably just under half health right now, but that's all that is needed. Great attack from some other dude. Alright, and then this is the Birdman. This is a pretty popular Town Hall 8 base here. Pretty easy to draw that clan castle out. Again, another hog attack. This dude's got some wizards and archers. Easily get those guys out. Now look at this scattered hog attack here. He just drops on those guys, throws his clan castle on the left-hand side, and for the most part, everyone filters to the left. I don't know how he worked that out. But boom, pops his skeleton traps in the process. And he's just working his way up that base. So look at all those skeletons chasing him. How he saved that poison spell and just taking out those few troops with your traditional means. Then, I mean, look at all those. The skeleton still left, or this hog still left the defense up. So skeletons can be a huge problem in raids, but luckily Birdman still has enough left over to clean up the trash here, to get inside. But this could have easily went the other way. Like, let's say that those wizards got up to that Tesla before the king did. He might have got rid of all the wizards, and then the king left by himself may not have been enough to get the town hall down in time. So just some things to think about. Now, typically look at this base. We've got 3 level 6 air defense here. If you don't do it already, make sure that your Town Hall 8s level up their air defense first, just to limit dragon attacks. But Solly here is going to knock out one of the air defenses, and interesting technique, he's coming from the top to nail that first air defense. You're kind of thinking, what in the world, because that left air defense is going to be left standing. But however, look at the clan castle troops kind of suck everyone into the left hand side there, and now boom, everyone is on the left hand side. I mean, how genius is that? That last air defense goes down. He's got enough dragons and loons left over where this one is done. So I don't know if that was luck or he knew that was going to happen, but that was an awesome attack. Alright, here. This is the last attack here we're going to show y'all. And this is Jaya Jr. She's one of our friends from Guild of Swords. Some of those guys came over to join in this 50 versus 50 war. And this is a mini Hogowiwi. So it's pretty cool. Plugs in our troops there to pull the clan castle. Clan castle comes out, and she's just going to use that bottom golem to suck up some of the damage there. This thing's just a level 1 golem, but see how fast she has those wizards down on top? She basically sacrifices most of that level 1 golem, and then she's just got the wizards behind, and she just does a fantastic job with those wall breakers. She loses a couple there, but she pretty much opens up the whole bottom left hand side of the base. Then she throws down the witches to absorb any of the side fire, stuff like that, and just methodically goes up through the center of the base. And now we know that, well, we think there's one giant bomb by this archer tower here, and this was her first attack. This wasn't a cleanup. Boom, throws down her heel in front of where the giant bomb went off. You know, she lost a couple, but for the most part heals most of her hogs up, and they're just gonna charge on through the rest of the base. And then boom, the next heal goes down, keeping those hogs alive while her Gowiwi is just coming up through the base slowly as well. Now this is a hard attack to pull off as a Town Hall 8, so this was very well executed. Again, hard to do. So she does have level 4 hogs. They finish up right here for the rest of the base. But anyway, this is Dez on Clash, hoping to take you to the next level. Hope you all enjoyed it.